sealed with a metal lock. Inside, I know, is the answer to saving a sick young girl. She gives me 3 keys. The first key doesn't remotely fit into the lock. The second key makes it halfway before refusing to continue. The third key almost fits, but it doesn't make it to the other side, and I fail to hear that satisfying click that tells me that I've succeeded. I am near the point of giving up. None of the keys worked. Then, the girl hands someone else a 4th key, one she had all along but chose not to share, and suddenly the box opens. Member of the jury. Just like I failed to open the box, Dr. Coulter was unable to diagnose Bo. But that is not because he did not try. It was because he was never given the proper key. In medicine, information is everything. Information is key. Dr. Coulter treated patients in the Whistler area with patience and compassion. He did everything he could for each patient that walked through his front doors. Bo Bridger is a young girl who tragically contracted a rare disease that will leave lasting effects for the rest of her life. Trichinosis is incredibly uncommon in the United States, with only a handful of cases diagnosed annually. This is largely due to how it is contracted, eating raw or undercooked meat. Bo, while on a hunting trip with her friend Kit, consumed a raw fox. When she began showing symptoms, this critical detail was withheld from Dr. Coulter. But without that crucial bit of information, even if he tried everything he could, he was unable to diagnose Bo. Dr. Coulter's family medicine is being charged with medical malpractice and negligence. That is a serious accusation. It claims that Dr. Coulter's family medicine, including the actions of himself and his staff, harmed Bo by failing to meet their duty as her physician and by falling below the accepted standard of care. The defense will prove to you today, through a preponderance of the evidence, that Dr. Coulter's family medicine met that standard of care at every step, and that failure to diagnose sooner was a result of missing and withheld information. Today you'll hear from 3 witnesses: Danny Boone, Kit Carson, and Dr. M.J. Canary. Danny Boone, a nurse practitioner who worked alongside Dr. Coulter, will explain that he worked responsibly and appropriately with the information and resources available to him. Kit Carson, Bo's best friend, and the person who was present when she ate the fox, will testify that Bo's illness was a result of her own personal choices and that critical information was withheld from doctors. Lastly, Dr. M.J. Canary, Dr. Coulter's mentor and a physician with decades of experience himself, will testify that Dr. Coulter met the medical standard of care and that failure to diagnose sooner was a result of missing information, not negligence. The plaintiff will also present 3 witnesses. Mary Lewis, a former office manager, will be shown to be financially motivated and biased, and any issues with the electronic medical record system do not establish any violation of the medical standard of care. Jamie Bridger, Bo's mother, will be shown to have made choices that delayed emergency care and prevented doctors from receiving critical information. Lastly, Dr. Sylvan Hart will be shown to, who is the emergency room physician who eventually diagnosed Bo, will be shown to have a personal and professional stake in said diagnosis, and to practice in an entirely different specialty than Dr. Coulter. Member of the jury, this case is not about whether Bo was sick. She was. It's not about whether we wish her diagnosis had come sooner. Of course we do. This case is about responsibility. Medical malpractice requires more than a tragic outcome. It requires proof that a physician failed to act reasonably and appropriately with the resources available to them. Dr. Coulter's family medicine tried every key they were given. They examined Bo promptly, ordered tests, prescribed treatment, and even advised emergency care. What they weren't given was the one key that mattered most, the truth about what Bo had eaten. Without that key, no reasonable physician could have opened that box. When you apply the law to the evidence, the only just verdict is one in favor of the defense. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, defense.